Started. Who's doing the intro?
You,
Uh,
definitely you.
Aye, this is a podcast about Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness. And to start off with, non-spoiler review.
From me.
Yeah, from you.
Oh, personally, I do believe the star of the show is Sam Raimi himself. His directing is absolutely beautiful, and it made me cream my pants. And I was surprised with how brutal this film actually was. Like, I was shocked that they got away with some of this stuff. And yeah, I had a pretty good time. I wouldn't say like it's like a top tier MCU film, but it definitely does stand out.
Yeah. And also, we can't forget Danny Elfman's score.
Oh,
Chef's kiss.
beautiful,
Chef's
beautiful.
kiss. And
Love.
going into the film, don't expect too much. Don't expect flipping the poo emoji to come out of nowhere as a cameo. Or Stan Lee to come out of the grave for a cameo in this movie.
Or Ben Affleck as Daredevil from that one early 2000s film.
That would be mental though.
I mean, people were genuinely expecting that. I remember seeing reports like half a year ago saying that Ben Affleck was approached to be in the film as Daredevil. And yeah, I just don't believe it now that I've actually seen it, because I have no idea how he would have fit in, because there's no way they'd get a character like Daredevil to be a part of the Illuminati, and the Illuminati was basically like all the big cameos.
Yes. Now we can't help ourselves. We're going to go into spoilers, and this is not just spoilers for Doctor Strange. It's spoilers for every bloody Marvel movie that ever exists. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So where to start? Where to start?
Wait, hold up. You never gave your spoiler-free review.
Oh, nah. I just agree with everything you said, and I just added on with the Danny Elfman score.
Alright, fair enough. So you did enjoy.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. It's not like I'd say it's not as good as Doctor Strange 1, if I'm being honest.
I think I preferred it mainly because of Sam Raimi's directing. Like, I like Scott Derrickson's directing in the first film, but Sam Raimi, it's just the style's a lot more better, and it's mainly his directing that makes me prefer it over the first one. If Sam Raimi didn't direct it, then I'd probably prefer the first one, but, because it's Sam Raimi, the second one's a bit better for me.
Yeah, Sam Raimi knows how to make a comic book movie, honestly.
Yeah, and I was very surprised with the fact that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness felt more like an Evil Dead film than a Sam Raimi Spider-Man film. I don't know.
It had some Sam Raimi Spider-Man because it went like a little bit of slow talking, and then out of nowhere there was like a something going on in the city, like this alien thing, monster
Yeah,
thing.
and there's some really good moments. Like, there's some moments where it could have just been like nothing too cool, but then you have moments of him like jumping out of the wedding with his cloak. Just moments like that.
That
Beautiful,
that
beautiful.
was sick, man.
And also Gargantos, the death scene, brutal. Love it.
Which one's that?
The big eye.
Oh my god. That was, oh my god. That was,
Love it.
that was something else.
Yeah, I remember hearing reports like a year ago of people saying that Shuma Gorath would be the main villain. And it wasn't even Shuma Gorath, it was Gargantos, and he wasn't even the main villain.
Bro, I like what they did with Wanda. I like what they did.
But I was actually really surprised that Wanda was the main villain, and that she was a villain from like start to finish. Like, I was expecting her to become a villain like at least like an hour into the film, but no, it was like as soon as she showed up, she was the villain.
Bro, exactly. And she was brutal as well.
What mouth?
Fucking Deadpool.
Oh yeah, X-Men are free.
Well, that's immediately what I thought while watching that in the movie. I was like, oh my god, Deadpool's in this.
I mean, if she can like cover people's mouths like that, I wonder why she didn't do that with the her children when they started singing about ice cream. Because I would have definitely shut their mouths.
Exactly.
Because yeah, that was painful. I mean, when I first saw the scene where she closed Black Bolt's mouth, my first thought was the Matrix, but oh well.
The Matrix.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people were disappointed by the cameos, and I think if you were disappointed by the cameos, then your expectations were way too high. Because how are you disappointed by the cameos when it literally introduced X-Men, and Fantastic Four, and Inhumans to the MCU? Like, how do you see that and go, "Oh, it's just not good enough for me"?
Well, I
That was
feel like the MCU hate as a whole could be like a topic for at least like a podcast or a video on its own. Because like it goes deep, man. It really does. I've seen some shitty videos. Like, I'm not saying this because I like the MCU and I'm a big fanboy. In fact, like, I dislike most of their recent films now. But like, some of these points are shit.
give an example.
Bro, I saw a review on Doctor Strange the Multiverse of Madness. This guy was saying, oh my god, worst MCU movie of all time, yeah? And he was hyping it up to be like this big review about how bad Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is. First thing that comes out of this guy's bloody mouth, oh, there weren't enough cameos.
Yeah, that is something I do hate about a lot of MCU haters. They go to watch an MCU solo film, but they're not watching it for the title character.
Exactly.
Like, they go to a Doctor Strange film, and Doctor Strange is the main character, and he's like the focus, and Wanda, of course, and they get upset about it. Like, the film is called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. He goes through some multiverses, and people are disappointed by it.
Exactly. Like, wasn't the paint already good enough?
Oh yeah, the paint. Also, Bruce Campbell. We got Bruce Campbell.
But that kind of explains like what if and why it's like dead cartoony.
Oh yeah, because they went to like a cartoon universe, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah yeah. They went to like a Mysterio universe. Did you see like the Mysterio drones?
Oh yeah. That was weird. Is that like what if Mysterio like beat up Spider-Man and like took over?
I was kind of thinking that at first, but then I remembered, wait, they're Tony Stark's drones. Mysterio just used them.
What
So it's
if
probably
Tony Stark was Elon Musk?
oh what if Tony Stark was proper mental and just simply that. Or maybe it's a what if Ultron won. I don't know.
Then he just takes over every machine that Tony Stark built, even like the washing machine.
Oh yeah, Pepper Potts, you mean? So what are your thoughts on the cameos that we did get?
uh, all memes aside, yeah. I loved how they called their little group the Illuminati. Favorite Marvel group right now because they're called the Illuminati, and they got the poo emoji in it, Sir
Oh yes,
Patrick Stewart, and they got my favorite Marvel character of all time. You know how much I love this guy, Mr.
Teapot.
Fantastic. Oh my
Yeah,
god. As soon as I found out he turned into a teapot in the Lego Marvel games, I just fell in love. This guy was the sexiest Lego minifigure in that game and the best Marvel character.
turned into a whole lot of stuff in that game. Like Literally every time something needs to be done, you just turn into it. It's like you can solve anything really.
He turns into
Horny.
a rocket ship and actually flies around like he's a rocket ship.
I mean, I don't, he doesn't need to worry about like small penises and all that. I think the Invisible Woman would be very, very impressed, very satisfied. I was actually really surprised that they got John Krasinski to play Mr. Fantastic, because it was one of those fan castings that has been around for probably a few years now, John Krasinski, and it was one of those castings where I thought, it's cool, but it'll probably never happen. Like, Marvel probably already have an idea of who they want to be Mr. Fantastic, and I don't think it will be him. It'll probably just remain as a fan casting. And I thought if they do bring Mr. Fantastic into Doctor Strange, then it would be like the 2005 version. I think that's when that film released anyway.
Can't be bothered researching.
No, I can't. But I quite liked him in the role, and people are now speculating whether or not he'll actually be the main MCU Reed Richards as well, which that would be cool, but at the same time I'm not opposed to someone else. I'm sure someone else could do just as well or maybe even better. But if they do get John Krasinski as the main MCU Reed Richards, I hope they change him up a bit, give him a new costume and probably a new hairstyle and make him clean shaved, just so you can sort of differentiate the two versions even though they're played by the same actor.
Yeah.
And would be nice if the Invisible Woman is played by Emily Blunt, because it's John Krasinski's real life wife, but not too sure if she'll be up for that. I don't know. She's worked with Disney before.
Does she like Disney?
What?
Does she like Disney? Or is there complications?
No, she likes Disney. She was Mary Poppins in Mary Poppins Returns, and she was in the Jungle Cruise, which I don't know if that's good or not. Actually, I haven't
Is
watched
that the
either
one
of
with The Rock?
Yeah, that one.
That film looks shit. It actually does.
It's one of those Disney films that's based off a Disney World ride, so it's sort of in the same boat as Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean was based on a Disney ride.
Yep.
Whoa, I never knew that. One of the most iconic Disney franchises was actually made after a Disney ride.
Yeah, and it's not the first Disney film that is based off of a Disney ride. I think there's another one as well. It might be called Haunted Mansion. Can't be asked researching, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Yeah. But anyway, Jungle Cruise and Mary Poppins Returns. I haven't watched either of them, so can't really comment on that.
I don't watch Mary Poppins. I watch the real shit, Nanny McPhee.
I never even watched that.
You've never watched Nanny McPhee?
Nah, I haven't. Is it Disney?
Nah, I don't think it's Disney.
She looks pretty hot though.
Nanny McPhee.
Yeah, if I ever watch it, I'll just do it when I'm hard. Maybe in the morning when I've got the morning wood.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't mentioned. Yeah, we need to start talking about Doctor Strange again.
This is the Spider-Man No Way Home all over again.
Yeah, what even was it that we started waffling on about?
We started waffling on about our options in GCSE.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah, let's not make the same mistake again. Professor X, he had the yellow chair from the animated series, and also the theme tune from the animated series played. I haven't actually watched the series itself, but I do know about it because I'm a smart guy.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check it out. It's on Disney Plus. It's people say it's like the greatest Marvel animated show, and there's quite a few good Marvel animated shows like the Spider-Man shows, like Spectacular Spider-Man. So it must be pretty good. It must be.
Yeah, yeah. I still need to watch Daredevil.
Oh yeah, no. I watched the first 2 seasons of it and never the third season because you had to watch like the Defenders to watch that, I think, and to watch Defenders you had to watch the other shit, and I couldn't be arsed watching Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, especially since I heard that Iron Fist was kind of shit. So I just couldn't be arsed with it.
Yeah. I hope
Punish.
like I hope
Yeah.
Mando season 3 isn't like you have to watch Boba Fett because I gave up on Boba Fett like second episode in.
I gave up first episode in. Like I finished the first episode, then I just sort of waited a while, and I was meaning to watch it. But then I started hearing shit about it, like the best episode of the series didn't have Boba Fett in, and it basically turned into Mandalorian season 3. So after that, I was just like, maybe I just won't watch it.
Bro, apparently they bring back Cad Bane from the Clone Wars, and apparently he just dies in the episode. Then they're like, oh, it was a race of a return.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've seen the clip actually.
Bro, I haven't even seen the Clone Wars either.
Oh, I mean, I watched like a bit of the first season and then gave up. I mean, it's not that it was bad; it just weren't really that interesting.
Yeah,
It
I
probably
go on.
it was probably gonna be better as it went along, like most shows are. But I just couldn't be asked sticking around.
The most Clone Wars I've done is played the first level in the Lego game.
Oh, oh yeah, Lego Star Wars 3.
Yeah, the Clone Wars.
You know, I loved that. I loved that, but not for the campaign. It was that little mode where you could like spawn your own troops and fight the other side. Oh, it was so good. They should bring that back. Maybe they did it in Skywalker Saga. I don't know.
Bro, I've heard. Alright, we're getting really off topic now, but I've heard
Yeah, we are.
I've heard like really, really bad things about Skywalker Saga. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, do I really want to play this? You know what I'm saying?
It appears we're both on very different sides of the internet because I've been hearing really positive things about it.
But I've heard like really positive things, but these are from the same people that like every single Lego game, even the really shit ones. And then I've heard really, really bad things from people that, aren't like really, you know, I guess massive fans of Lego games. So like Complete Saga, Star Wars 3, and all the classics, but they don't like the newer ones, like Lego Movie 2.
To be honest, there hasn't been many Lego games that I've played that I've actually disliked. The only ones that I sort of disliked was Lego Worlds because of how buggy it was. Lego Dimensions for the same reason, but the concept was kind of cool at the same time, and it was cool to see like all these different cameos, and also Lego Dimensions did the whole multiverse shit before the MCU or DCEU did. Just saying.
Bro, that was the only good part of Dimensions, really.
Yeah, I think it should have done like less of the Skylander shit because clearly that was probably what was making it so buggy. So if it was just like a normal Lego game, except for the fact that it was like through different dimensions, then it probably would have been quite solid.
With Lego Dimensions, I didn't see the point in bringing Toys to Life into a thing because all the Lego characters basically like played the same, had the same movesets. You couldn't upgrade them to make their movesets any different. So why should I buy Lumpy Space Princess if Batman can do the same exact things?
Well, it looked nice.
Yeah, I mean, like the only reason why I collected the characters is because there were minifigures that were never seen before. But in the
Yeah, that,
actual game, it didn't do shit.
yeah, true. I mean, the figures themselves were kind of nice. Like, I've got some still, and I just like the look of them. Never played Dimensions recently.
Well, I really wish I got all the Adventure Time ones. I only got, Lumpy Space Princess and Jake the Dog. And then
Yeah,
later, I got a knockoff Finn the Human, which isn't that bad. But I wish I
well,
got the official.
didn't take us long to get off topic, did it?
No, it didn't.
So, Doctor Strange, what was your favourite? Oh, yeah, I think we already established what your favourite cameo was, Mr. Fantastic. Uh,
It was my favorite and least favorite, and I'm still salty that he didn't turn into a teapot.
yeah, he was probably like my favourite cameo, but Black Bolt had my favourite death out of the group.
It's so iconic.
Yeah.
Instant iconic. That's something only Raimi can do.
I was actually kind of surprised that Black Bolt was even in the film. I thought Marvel was going to try and stay away from the Inhumans, like, for like at least 10 years, because like the TV show, which I never watched, was apparently dog shit. And not only did they bring the Inhumans back in the MCU, but they got the same actor who played Black Bolt in that show in the MCU, and I think that was quite a brave move, so I applaud them for that.
But the only reason why I would care about the Inhumans is because of that fat dog in Lego Marvel 2.
Lockjaw.
Yeah, it was so funny. His fucking animations in that game. I didn't even play him because of his moveset. I played him because of his animations in the game.
Hopefully, when they make Lego Marvel 3, they'll keep that. They'll keep that.
Either keep it or make it better.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can exceed that, but I mean, they could try.
Right. We need to talk about what do we need to
Mordo.
talk about?
Mordo, he's still alive. So now we've got two Mordos that hate the same Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's possible that that version of Mordo could bring like the superheroes from that universe and start a multiversal war with the main MCU universe, and that could sort of be Marvel's Secret Wars. That's just a theory that I totally didn't steal, but like, I mean, it could happen. Could happen, and they'd involve like Kang the Conqueror in there.
When we're talking about like multiverses colliding and one might be destroyed, I was like, yeah, they're definitely teasing that Secret War shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's at this point, it's basically obvious that Secret Wars is what they're leading to. There's no way they'd do all this setting up stuff and then just not do a Secret Wars. It just wouldn't make sense. So yeah, Secret Wars, it's definitely happening in at some point. Probably, maybe like just a bit less than 10 years away. I don't know. Marvel took 10 years to get to Infinity War and Endgame, and Endgame ended a few years ago now. So I mean, might just be a bit less than 10 years away. This whole Secret Wars event that's probably going to happen.
And because they're pumping out shit fast recently.
Oh yeah, they are. Which for some people is good, for some people is bad. I'm sort of in the middle. I do like the fact that we're getting a lot of MCU content, but at the same time, you can't really get that. You can't really get that hyped for stuff when things are coming out like every other week. Like I remember back in 2017, I was looking forward to like every new MCU film because it was only like 3 films a year. In 2017, it was Guardians 2, then Spider-Man Homecoming, then Thor Ragnarok. You know, that was exciting times, but now it's like, oh, we'll get a Disney Plus show every week, and sometime in there we'll get a movie, and then the next month we'll get another Disney Plus show. It just doesn't hit the same.
In it, man. At least we got Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, Moon Knight. Moon Knight was good. I mean, it could have been better. Like it had flaws. It had some of the same flaws WandaVision had, but it was still pretty solid. Mainly for Oscar Isaac.
I think the first 4 episodes at least were like really good, like perfectly fine. I mean, few flaws, like nitpicks, perfectly fine. But the last two, they definitely rushed it off.
Yeah, it was like the first 4 episodes, and then you had the fifth one, and when that one ended, you were just sort of stuck thinking, how would they even end this in one more episode? Like, they should have had at least maybe 1 or 2 more episodes, and the show could have been perfect, and could have been like the best Marvel show.
Exactly. Like I was so confused at the end. Like, what is this? Is this a dream or is this reality? Like I was so confused. Cause like he just like jumped into his bed from the therapist, and I'm like, is that therapist shit a dream or is that real? And is that
Yeah,
bed a dream or is that bed real?
that's sort of what I was saying on my letterbox review. That the show it wasn't long enough, so things couldn't really get explained properly. Like the thing I'm wondering here is, Mark and Steven were brought back to life when Khonshu was brought back. So does that mean as long as Khonshu lives, is Moon Knight immortal? That's something that didn't really get explained, but like, yeah, just it would be nice if it got explained.
In it.
So, Doctor Strange, the Illuminati. It seems that most of them are dead. I wouldn't be surprised if Doctor Strange, our main Doctor Strange, takes the idea of Illuminati, because in that universe, everything seemed to be like perfect. Like they had Ultron under control because they had like the Ultron Sentries. So like they defeated Thanos without any major consequences, I'm guessing. So I reckon in the MCU, the main MCU, Doctor Strange will decide to put together his own Illuminati team, which could consist of the leaders of MCU groups, similar how the 8383 Illuminati had the leaders of teams like in the Inhumans and the Sorcerers and Avengers and X-Men and all that bollocks. And so the main MCU version could do something similar, where they have like the leaders of different groups. You could have Doctor Strange himself to like represent the sorcerers. You could have like probably Professor Hulk or something to represent the Avengers, because I mean, let's be real, what's he doing in the MCU these days? Might as well throw him in. And you could probably get like one of the Guardians of the Galaxy members, either Star-Lord or Rocket.
If
Who
I'm
else is
gonna
it?
be honest, nah, I don't think they should do Guardians. They don't take shit as serious.
I was thinking that at first, but like, if you do watch the those first 2 films, Peter.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the shit just cut off after you said Peter.
Oh right. Well, like I said, in the first 2 Guardians films, Peter Quill. If you watch those films back, you'll notice that Peter Quill can be serious when it's necessary.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he can like put a plan together and like lead a group. So I reckon he could be a part of the Illuminati. Same with maybe what's that Asian bitch called from the Eternals? I didn't care about the film enough to remember the name. Let's just say the Asian bitch, because she seemed to be the leader of that group. And I mean, you could throw Valkyrie in there as well, since she's the king of Asgard. I mean, it should be queen, but I don't know.
Gender equality,
Maybe I'm
non-binary.
maybe I'm being a bigot here, but I mean, pretty sure she's a female and she should be called a queen. But hopefully, she'll scissor like Captain Marvel or something, and she can be like queen. I don't know. That would be kind of hot.
Nah, not Captain Marvel. Someone else. Lady Sif.
Jane Foster, maybe.
Is Jane Foster Padme?
Yeah.
Yo, she's so buff now. I saw the pictures, like buff Padme.
Oh yeah, I'm excited I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It's only like less than 2 months away now, innit? It's like early July.
Bro, this is what you mean by it don't feel that long till we get another MCU.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Moon Knight like just finished like a couple of weeks ago. Doctor Strange came out the same week it ended, and now we've got Thor, which is like 2 months away. Pretty crazy, and that's not even it. Apparently, in August we're getting She-Hulk. Apparently, the Marvel UK Instagram, I think it was, leaked the release date for She-Hulk. Apparently, that starts in August 17th, and we still got Miss Marvel next month. I mean, it's crazy.
Bro, I kind of sad about no, not Miss Marvel. I'm kind of sad because honestly, mate, if she had the stretchy powers, I would actually watch it, even though it would be bad. I'd still watch it because stretchy powers. That's my favorite type of power. But she doesn't have stretchy powers, so therefore I'm not interested.
I mean, it's more embiggen than stretchy, but I mean, I'm just not interested because, like, I don't care about non-whites, you know what I mean?
Bro, I only liked her because in Lego Marvel 2 she was the only stretchy in the game and there was no Mr. Fantastic.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's probably going to change with the third Lego Marvel game if they end up doing one, which I'm hoping they do. That would be good if they make Lego Marvel 3 because it would feel more similar to the original game because they'd probably have like X-Men and Fantastic Four, the classic shit.
Yeah, yeah. I hope it's actually good this time. I mean, Lego Marvel 2 was good. It's nothing compared to the original.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably on the same level as like Lego Avengers for me. Maybe a bit better because it's like a different story.
Bro, I've only played like the first level of Lego Avengers. I got like a bunch of, not a bunch, like 3 Lego Steam games like ages ago. And I was mainly focused on Lego GTA. And I got 16 hours on Lego GTA and I still haven't completed it.
GTA.
Yeah, Lego City.
Oh yeah. I mean, how do you even play Lego City? Everyone's yellow. There's no black people to kill. So like, what do you even do? I
Well,
mean, that's probably
I just harassed the Lego women.
I mean, that's probably the reason why there's no option to really kill a character in Lego City Undercover, and you can only arrest them. Yeah, that's only because there's no black people. If there were black people, then there'd be that. So, who knew? Who knew a podcast about Doctor Strange would be so controversial?
It's you though, Holger.
Yeah, true. I did just say I don't care about Miss Marvel because she's brown.
Oh my god.
So, Wanda, she's definitely not dead. Mommy Wanda.
I hope she's not.
Yeah, but if she was dead, then you know I'm going to be the first guy to look for that corpse and take it home. You know what I mean?
Let's hope the other Wanda does that sleepy thing.
Oh yeah, there's the dream walk.
Yes.
I was actually thinking about that before because apparently they're making like a Scarlet Witch solo film, and I was wondering if they don't bring back the one that apparently well okay, if they don't bring back the main MCU Scarlet Witch for that solo film, then I was thinking one option is to make it about the other Wanda that was in the Doctor Strange film, and maybe it's about her like facing the consequences for like her sort of killing the Illuminati. I mean, that would be kind of cool, but at the same time, it's not the same because she's not Scarlet Witch as far as we know because she hasn't got the fancy crown and the sexy clothing. But yeah, if they did just start making MCU projects about that Wanda, then that just wouldn't feel right, because we've built up to Wanda becoming the Scarlet Witch, just for her to die, just for her to now follow this other version of Wanda that isn't the Scarlet Witch yet. That just wouldn't feel right, and it would feel like they're just sort of doing the same shit they did with Gamora, and like that would just be lazy writing. So yeah, I just don't think Wanda's dead. There's no way.
No way in hell.
Yeah, I mean, plus Elizabeth Olsen is quite young, so they can probably keep her in the MCU for at least another decade if they're all up for it, I suppose.
Also, like, she's like really popular thanks to the MCU as well.
Oh yeah, she is. I mean, what was she even in before that?
I don't
Shitty
even know.
first Godzilla film.
First Godzilla film.
Yeah, the first like MonsterVerse Godzilla film.
I'd say something, but I haven't seen that film.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to watch Age of Ultron and then that Godzilla film, because basically she's married to Aaron Taylor Johnson in that film, who is Quicksilver in the MCU. So it's like brother and sister shagging.
No. I thought Star Wars could prepare me for this.
Well, it appears not.
Bro. People were saying Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was slow sometimes. I was like, what are you talking about?
If anything, it was too fast.
Exactly.
It was so fast that I didn't even see Uncle Ben's car anywhere.
I didn't even see Bruce Campbell. Where was he?
Was that a joke? That was a joke, right?
No. Where was he?
What do you mean? He was like, "Hey, you got to pay for those pizza balls."
That was Bruce Campbell.
You fool! Yes, it was.
He's old now.
Well, yeah, time happens, you know. Time happens.
Yeah, but I didn't realize he would be that old.
Oh.
But I feel like the CGI from No Way Home tricked me a little bit because
you just expect him to be de-aged.
yeah, I was just expecting him to look the exact same as he did in Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, reminds me of the days when people were full on expecting Tobey Maguire to be de-aged in No Way Home just because Alfred Molina was being de-aged.
Nah, I wasn't expecting him to be de-aged and that. I was just like, thinking, oh, he's gonna look the same. But
Right.
he didn't. He looked so
because
old.
Yeah, because you've been seeing all these de-aged actors in films recently, you just forgot that actors actually age.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam Raimi. Yeah, love him. I love what he did with this film. I mean, the fact that the final battle, had Doctor Strange dreamwalk in a dead version of Doctor Strange screams Sam Raimi. That is definitely something he'd do.
Exactly. I'm kind of, when he was, having that fight with Bully Strange, yeah?
Yeah.
I wish that they did the notes to, like, Funky Soul or something.
Oh yeah, that would actually be kind of funny. Or if they did like some sort of callback to maybe the old Spider-Man films, and they did like Danny Elfman's Spider-Man score.
This is one of the I wish the hero can save us, but I'm not gonna stand in the way.
The music back then for like films and trailers. Oh my. Watching old Spider-Man TV spots, it's like, how could you get hyped for the films when that was the advertisement you were getting?
Nah, at least the posters were way better back then. Now it's just like a bunch of PNGs that I could make in 2 seconds.
I know. I mean, there are so many No Way Home posters, and there's probably like 3 that are actually good.
That are decent.
Yeah. The best one is definitely the one where he's sitting on the building, and there's all those like, I don't know what those big screens are called that are in like New York, where they have like the big screens on the buildings. I don't know what they're called, but he's just sort of sitting on a building, and he sees all those talking about how Spider-Man's a criminal. That was definitely the best poster. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Doctor Strange.
America Chavez should have had more screen time.
Yeah, I remember watching early reviews of the film from people who, got to watch it early. And people, they were always saying, oh my god, people are going to love America Chavez so much, she's going to be a new fan favorite. And I watched it, and it was like, I mean, I wanted to learn more about her. I mean, yeah, we found out she was from a lesbian universe and basically accidentally lost her parents because she saw a wasp. It's like when Amber Heard's dog stepped on a bee. Anyway, but yeah, I just don't think there was enough of her. I wanted to know why she was called America Chavez for one.
And why her portals were stars.
Yeah. Only joking. These are just excuses for me to hate on a lesbian character.
Nah, I see she was alright. I had a few laughs from her. This is how you actually write gay characters. You make them actually human and actually likable, and not fucking shove our faces in that they like blokes and that they're a fag.
I was actually quite surprised by Marvel, how they've not gone full on woke. Yes, they're introducing LGBT characters, but it's not having a big effect on them. Like, they established Loki was bisexual, but it changed nothing. And America Chavez, they didn't even mention the fact that she liked pussy. She just mentioned the fact that she had 2 mums, and that was about it. I mean, hopefully they'll, keep this going where they can have bent characters without it being their entire personality. As long as they don't introduce non-binaries, then we're all good.
Yeah. I swear, bro, non-binaries, right? They're making up genders, right? But like when I make a gender, the Lego gender, they have a go at me and say that I'm, making fun of transgenders. Well, you're making fun of transgenders by calling yourself they them.
Oh yeah. Did you know they're making a horror film that's about like the LGBT, and the film is called They/Them.
Oh my god! Why have we got to be so controversial in the Doctor Strange review? I don't know why.
I was serious. That's actually happening. I'm not even joking. It's genuinely a film that's happening. I literally heard about it like an hour ago.
But that's gonna be the scariest horror movie.
I know. When the non-binary shows up, I'm gonna be it's gonna send chills down my spine when those they them pronoun characters show up. So Doctor Strange, the final battle, I did like it. Like dream walking in a dead Doctor Strange body. Love that stuff. And Wanda sucking the powers out of America Chavez. Pretty hot stuff. And Wanda shouting at her children. Pretty hot stuff, not gonna lie. I was just kind of surprised that a film called Multiverse of Madness had the final battle take place in their own universe. That wasn't really something I was expecting, but it didn't really take me out of it at all. It was quite a decent final battle. Not one of MCU's best, but it's definitely not one of the worst either. It was solid.
It's nothing compared to Spider-Man 1. Sam Raimi's best final battle.
Oh yeah, love that. I mean, one of their best MCU final battles is No Way Home. I'd actually say No Way Home is a better film than Doctor Strange. It's a better, not just because of the fan service, but it was genuinely just a better made film when it comes to like pacing and like the characters and all that.
Yeah, I'd say that too. I liked the No Way Home. I'm getting all these movies mixed up in my head. I liked No Way Home because not only did it bring back Tobey Maguire, and most importantly made Andrew Garfield like this like people say he's his favorite now. Like he's their
Yeah,
favorite Spider-Man now. Not only
yeah, I'm
did
one of
they
those.
do
I'm one of
that,
those people.
not only did they do that, they made an actual good Tom Holland, Spider-Man movie. They made it like proper good, like one of the best Spider-Man movies.
Not only that, they did something that Sony struggled to do independently, and that was balance multiple villains really well. They didn't really do it perfectly because, like, villains like Sandman, I had no clue what his motives were. But when it comes to villains like Green Goblin, Doctor Octopus, and Electro, and maybe Lizards,
The lizard was
they did a
barely
pretty
in the
good job.
movie.
Yeah, but I mean, I did like some of his scenes. Like we got
He's so goofy though. His only motivation is to turn everyone into furries.
yeah, but
Lizard
I mean,
furries.
I'm kind of biased towards the lizard. Like, I'm willing to defend the character just because people were started making memes about it. Like, there would be like a TikTok or something about something bad happening, and I'd go to the comments and suddenly see this wouldn't happen if we were all lizards. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, and one more important thing we should talk about when it comes to Doctor Strange is the credit scene, mainly the first one. The last one doesn't really.
Nah, the last one is the best. The best credit scene of all time.
You didn't even know who it was at first.
Nah, but like it was so funny. We were waiting that whole time. Oh, is there gonna be another credit scene? Is there gonna be another credit scene? Oh, Adam, search up if there's gonna be another credit scene. I asked you, is there gonna be another credit scene? You said yes, and then it was just that. We just waited that whole time just for that. It was funny. Marvel and Sam Raimi is trolling us, and I love it.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Captain Marvel when we had that first credit scene where it was like setting up Endgame, and then we were waiting for that last credit scene, and it was just some ginger cat puking up some glowing cube. Yeah, Captain Marvel. Very nice thing to talk about. You know, conversations about Captain Marvel definitely don't get heated. Just doesn't happen. Definitely not.
Yeah, it's just such like a wholesome movie that everyone can agree on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like Star Wars, you know. Everyone gets along when they're talking about Star Wars. It's the same with Captain Marvel, really, and same with Spider-Man. I'd say, you know, it's mainly those three films where people really just do get along, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that first credit scene. You probably didn't even know who she was, but I was pretty happy to see Charlize Theron in the MCU. I mean, she was someone who was being fan casted as Captain Marvel. Yeah, talk about Captain Marvel again. And
Ooh.
yeah, I was one of the people that was hoping she would be Captain Marvel because she was a pretty good actress. And I started thinking to myself at one point, how is she not in the MCU yet? And now she is, and she's playing Dormammu's niece, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we got to see the dark dimension again.
Yeah, I mean, if you watched my review, then that credit scene made my dreams come true.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about there?
You were saying that we wanted to see more of the dark dimension.
Yeah. When she opened that portal, I was like, oh, that's a fancy way of opening the portal. Then I look in the portal and I think, huh, oh, Marvel, you read my mind, you cheeky buggers. Yeah, I just think the Dark Dimension was visually appealing, so I wanted to see it again. And hopefully, we'll spend a large chunk of the third Doctor Strange film in the Dark Dimension, and Clea and Doctor Strange will have a sex scene. I mean, we got like a 10-second
Oh.
sex scene in Eternals, so like, why not? Benedict Cumberbatch and Charlize Theron. Yo, I want to see that.
We don't want to see some Asian bitch.
I know, some Asian bitch and this guy that people keep calling Sebastian Stan. Like, who cares about that? Anyway, I think we've basically covered everything about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So overall, let me just round up my review. It was good. It was solid. It was better than the first, mainly because of Sam Raimi's directing. It might be my least favorite Marvel multiverse so far, but no, my least favorite Marvel multiverse film so far. But that's mainly because they have a lot of competition. You know, Spider-Man: No Way Home and Into the Spider-Verse. There's some good films. So just because it's my least favorite Marvel multiverse film, definitely doesn't make it bad. You know, it's a nice addition to the MCU.
I think it stinks and I don't like it.
What? That's it? That's the best you got? Oh, that sucks. Hopefully, Sam Raimi will direct the third film, because if he doesn't, then that'll be kind of sad. But if he does, then, maybe that could be even better than, the Multiverse of Madness. Who knows?
Yeah, we need more Raimi to make more comic book movies because we know that he's good. He's one of the best.
Actually, yeah, actually, let's end off the podcast with this question. If you could have Sam Raimi direct another comic book trilogy, what would it be? Doesn't have to be Marvel, could be DC, could be any comic book property. What would you want him to direct for a trilogy?
Spider-Man!
What?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? What, like, another Maguire one?
Either Maguire or I'm pretty sure they're looking for someone for Holland. Either or.
I mean, it's funny you should mention that because Sam Raimi actually did say in an interview that if he was to direct more Spider-Man films, he wouldn't want it to be Tom Holland because he said Tobey Maguire would break his neck. For me, if I had to get Sam Raimi to direct a comic book trilogy, for me, I'm gonna say I think Green Lantern would be pretty cool. Yeah. Either Green Lantern or Superman. Get Sam Raimi to direct one of those trilogies, then could be one of the greatest comic book trilogies ever. Green Lantern, you can do some very cool visuals, and Sam Raimi is very good with visuals. Superman, just because we need more Superman. I mean, Superman movies. They've been lacking with those. The last real Superman movie we got was in 2013.
Wow.
So,
one of the most popular superheroes as well.
I know, right? I mean, they're supposed to be doing like another one at some point, but last I heard it was going to be a black Superman, and because I'm racist, I'm not interested, obviously.
Oh, I got.
But yeah, Sam Raimi directing Green Lantern or Superman. I'll be there. Opening night.
Yes.
Well, seems like we've talked about everything we wanted to talk about.
We've been talking for just under an hour. What the hell?
Yeah, we have, and we for the most part we stayed on topic, which is actually pretty impressive for us. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, we're gonna upload this and then we're gonna like count it up, and then it's gonna be more minutes talking about fucking Lego Marvel instead of Doctor Strange.
Or just talking about the fact that we're proud of ourselves. Wow, I mean, time goes fast. It's currently 8 p.m. That's cray.
That's cray.
That is cray. You've stolen my night. Are you happy now? I'm joking.
Day and night.
I was actually kind of disappointed that song was never in the show.
Exactly. That was like That's like a modern song as well, and I like it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember when the first episode came out, I saw this guy's review on Instagram, and he jokingly said 0 out of 10 didn't have day and night. And when I saw that review, I thought, funny. They'll probably include that song in one of the later episodes, and they never did, so.
They did some every day I wake up.
Oh, yeah, love that. Great song. Discovered it through Moon Knight, and I love it.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, we talked about everything, haven't we?
Yes, we have, pretty much.
Doctor Strange definitely exceeded at being my fourth anticipated movie to watch for the first time this year.
I mean, it was actually at my number one most anticipated films of this year, and out of all the 2022 films I've seen so far, it's my least favourite. But that's not really saying it's bad or anything, like I say a lot in this, because I've only actually watched like 3 films that have actually released this year.
I'm not talking about films that released this year. I'm talking about films watched for the first time this year.
Ah, right. In that case, then, for me, it's probably, like, definitely one of my least favourites out of the first watch this year, because this year, I've watched, like, so many great films for the first time. Like all these films I've watched for the first time this year are, like, in my top 20 favourites of all time.
Including A Car's Life. that was part of my other 3. A Car's Life, Finding Jesus, and the little cars that we still gotta watch.
Oh, yeah. Have you not watched Finding Jesus yet?
I haven't watched. Bear was like, "Oh, do you want to watch this?" I'm like, "No. We gotta save it for the reaction video."
Yeah, exactly. The shit I seem to like to upload.
Exactly.
Yeah, but let's be real, my channel's dead. My Doctor Strange review got like 2 views, I'm not even joking.
Bro, you think... Nah, I'm not gonna say my gaming channel is actually doing pretty decent.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm
It is
actually surprised as well.
I'm surprised at how much you actually upload on that. You upload on that basically as much as you upload on the commentary channel, which is definitely not what I was expecting. I thought it would be one of those channels where you'd make a few videos on it, and then you'd get bored and you'd probably like delete other videos on it or something and turn it into something else. I was just expecting you to do something like that, but now you've been actually pumping out some, good content, and quite a lot, quite a lot of it.
Well, the reason why I started it is because I got like bare bored of Buzz Lightning. I was making commentaries for the last 2 years, right? Like, kind of, makes sense. Yeah, you'll get bored of it after a while, especially since no drama at the moment. So I was like, oh, well, let's see what the gaming people are doing, like the Skylander people. Oh, they're reviewing Skylanders. Let's give that a try. I loved it, and then I carried it on.
Yeah, like bullying one fat kid for about 2 years really just burns you out a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh my god, like, I didn't even get involved with the last one because it was all about the pedo stuff, and I was like, I'm not getting involved. I don't care.
I mean,
I don't care if it's like a secondary thing to like G-word shit, but when it's like the main focus, I really don't care.
Yeah, I mean, the chase drama did really get out of hand because it started off as someone making a rant over a Fortnite comment, and now it's all about touching little children. I mean, that's a big jump, and yeah, we're just waffling at this point now. Actually,
worse than that new gaming video I just uploaded.
What?
The new gaming video. I was playing Crash Team Racing, and I was just waffling for like 20 minutes about nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it was like we were at like 53 minutes into this podcast when you said we're basically done, and now we're 59 minutes in.
Oh, I was talking about Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's just shall we end it now and then
Oh yeah. Before it's too
go watch the little cars. Oh, Bears Online. Yo,
what?
Bears Online. We should watch the little cars and end this
I can't.
podcast. You
I
can't.
can't.
Aw,
No.
aw, man, I just really want to watch that movie. It looks really fun. I saw the trailer. It looks really good. Better than Cars
I know
3.
you were. You were talking about it.
Oh my god, that movie looks so good. The animation. Alright, we need to stop. We need to stop. How long is this?
Yeah, it's literally
An hour
hour.
long.
Yeah, an
Alright.
hour.
See ya, G words.